And it's Dual Emotions time again here at Concrete Donkey. I'm Josh, and today we're looking at a game called Wild Wild Racing. As always, I like to try and set myself a challenge to try and complete in the game while I'm doing the review. For Wild Wild Racing, I felt like it'd be great to try and finish the Grand Prix mode, so we'll see how that goes, and hopefully that'll give me a good taster of what the game's like, and then I'll be able to tell you guys if it's worth your time or not. The first thing I notice is how much this looks like the Crazy Taxi box, right? That can't be just me. Wild Wild Racing, TM. Unleash the beast within. Race against your friends in split screen 2-player mode. Race against your friends in 2-player mode. If it was 3 or 4-player mode, then you could say friends, but you didn't. Master the championships and challenges to win the ultimate off-road racer, the Wild Wolf. Maximum speed, very good. Acceleration, very good. What kind of rating system's poor to very good? That's terrible. It does have a tips section, which is always nice, and the fabled notes section at the back. Okay, so let's start off by looking at the Grand Prix mode, as that's the main crux of the game. So in the first cup, beginner, you have 3 different tracks. You do 1 lap around each, and most of the shortcuts are locked off from you. And in amateur mode, they add more cars, they up the lap count up to 2, and they also introduce a new track, and the old ones from the last cup have all their shortcuts unlocked. Which is really cool. I think that's a really unique concept to make you go back to these old levels and have you re-explore that same environment but in a different way. But the problem is, you see those 3 tracks, they show up again in the next cup. So by the time you get to Pro mode, you have 3 tracks from the original cup, and then they have a 5th track with shortcuts unlocked. And they also up the lap count to 3. I'm not over-exaggerating when I say that. It takes about 8 minutes to do 3 laps around them. And that's quite a time sink. When you've put 40 minutes into something to then lose just because you got crashed into and you end up like flipping around and turned the wrong way, and it becomes so obvious when you play time trial mode and how much more fun that is. But then you introduce the other cars, however, and everything gets really interesting. These guys are just fucking sitting here, like seriously, they're just hanging out on the hill. Like they're like, ooh, better wait for Josh. That's terrible. I mean, on the plus side, I say plus side in inverted commas here, the rubber banding in this game is insane. So if you're in last place, you'll be quickly back in front again. But on the flip side, the second you hit first place, the other cars are going to be on your tail. And as soon as you fuck up, they're going to punish you so hard for it. The game suddenly has this weird meta where you have to kind of sit in the 2nd or 3rd place. You can't take shortcuts because they're too risky. And you just kind of have to wait until that right moment to overtake the person who's first and win the race, if you're lucky. That's not to say this game is all doom and gloom, however. I really like its challenge mode, which offers a better sense of progression than Grand Prix, as you unlock new cars and upgrades for your pre-existing vehicles. Within challenge mode, there's 3 different types of challenges you can attempt. There's Quest, which is kind of like Tony Hawk's, as in you drive around these courses and collect letters for the car you're trying to unlock. And that's kind of cool because these letters are hidden normally where the shortcuts are. So it encourages you to learn the maps a bit more. Granted, some of the letters are hidden in some really dumb places, like behind trees and stuff like that, which is quite frustrating. The game does have like a weird kind of radar system to help you know where the letters are, which definitely is necessary. And then there's Stunt, which is all about speed and loop-de-loops. You get to jump over cars and stuff. And that's good, because it's just such a breath of fresh air compared to everything else, and it's kind of like Trials, but with longer loading times, because this is the PS2 launch title. And then there's my favourite, which is Skill, and that's kind of like Super Monkey Ball, but with more cars. This is a racing game. And you push a ball around a course, a predetermined course, and you've got to get to the end as quick as possible. One of my favourite parts about challenge mode, though, is how forgiving it is in comparison to Grand Prix. If you muck up in this, you've only wasted a couple of minutes of your life, so you can just hit reset and start again. Of course, no early noughties racing game is complete without tagged on multiplayer. So I called up Dieter, and he came over to give me a hand testing it out. And you know what? I was actually pleasantly surprised. Sure, the game is still bad, but playing it with a friend, you get to share that experience a bit more. And there's no AI on the course, it is just you and your friend.
Oh, no.
You say I make bad jokes. But you still crash into each other loads and go flying like Team Rocket. Fuck you, piece of shit. Hate you. And I think if this game actually had a 4-player mode, I would actually rate it a lot higher. Sure, the game would still only be played in hour-long chunks, but there's something good about experiencing bad games with a group of people. Ah! I like come down the cliff, smash into you. Anyways, that's Wild Wild Racing in a nutshell. It's kind of a shittier motor storm. So overall, I give this game a D ranking. If you really must play it, grab a friend and some beers and you'll have a good time for at least an hour. Next time in Dual Emotions, we'll be covering the unique puzzle game Aqua Aqua Wetrix 2, and we'll see if that whets my appetite or not. That's a pun. I did that on purpose. If you like the videos we do here at Concrete Donkey, please drop us a like and a sub and check on that bell, because that's the only way you'll ever know if we release any new videos. So do all those good things and that'll be amazing. Thank you for watching, obviously, and till next time. Catch you later, interwebs. Hello everyone. I'm gonna listen to that back. At least everything actually good to me. It sounds really